Okay, so Fran, what we're going to do today is a bunch of handstand assistant stuff. So there's going to be that one bit where you maybe attempt your handstands for a minute or so in the workout. Um, I'll talk you through the main bit. So we are going to warm up your hands first before all of this, but there's a lot of stuff on the handstand. So I've got 2 rounds written down there. We might get time for 3 because essentially that's the main part of the workout. So the first movement you're going to be doing is 12 shoulder pulses, if that makes sense, where we're basically just relaxing your shoulder, retracting your shoulder, and then pressing the shoulder out 12 times. You can either do that against the wall in a wall facing handstand or a pike. You're then going to go into um, 15 seconds, so short hold of what you call a pseudo planche lean. We've done those in the classes loads. Then you're going to have then 1 minute of handstand attempts. Okay, that could just be basically practicing a kick up. I did have a video earlier last week talking about even like walking kick ups, things like that. Just doing that for about a minute. And then what we're going to do is a bent arm frog, only 7-second hold. If you feel really strong, it's also known as a crow hold if you can straighten out the arms. If you can feel really strong, I'll show you how to try and do that with straight arms. The next thing you're going to be going through are 8 wall-facing handstand shoulder taps. I'll talk you through that as well. If you battle with that, you can also do it as a pike. So you say be on the sofa or something else with your knees to make it easier. And then you're going to go into 25 seconds of, we did this last, I think early in the week, about 2 sessions ago, wall-facing handstand. We're going the other way. And then you go 25-second wall-facing handstand into a 25-second Superman or Superwoman hold. And then lastly, there's just a 30-second crab plank. So we're going to go through all of that about 2 to 3 times. The Metcon, I might as well just mention it. They 2 8-minute EMOMs, and it's all pushing. So you're going to pick a number first with handstand push-ups, anywhere from 5 to 10 reps, and you're trying to stay consistent throughout that 10 minutes. Every minute on the minute, do 5 to 10 reps. Rest a good 4 minutes, and then you're doing another 8-minute EMOM of reverse bicep push-ups. So it's a reverse grip. Okay, same thing, 8 to 12 reps, trying to keep that consistent over the minute. Okay, so we might as well start firstly just with warming your wrists up. So I'm going to take it down a little bit low with my camera, and we're just going to go through some basic wrist drills. Most importantly as well, when you're doing, I'll even do this. I'll move my whole laptop down. It should be okay. Yeah. Literally, kind of hanging on. 1 second, my camera's lost. Okay, so from there, and we're going to start first up with some wrist circles. So you're just going to be driving around, hitting those wrist circles out. 5, one direction. Really focus on shifting that weight further forward, keeping the creases of the elbows forward. So once I've done 5, I'll go 5 the other direction through. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice one. And then from there, we'll go the backs of the hands. So if you did like yesterday's burpees or down ups, push ups, they might be a little bit tight. Okay, pulling back on the hands and the wrists. So same thing, you can rock back. If this hurts a lot, bring the hands further back. If you find it's easy, take them further forward. 3, or even holding up for a second or 2 as you rock back. 5, stretching all that tissue. 7, 9, and then last one, 10. Okay. So then we're going to do some lateral flexion, yeah? So that sort of movement on the wrist. You're going to be on that knuckle again. Have the thumbs just to the side. And then you're going to try and keep your elbows straight. Shift your weight forward over the hands. That's it. So you're bending through and then the other way back. Same thing, trying to keep those elbows straight. Load some weight over where it's just comfortable. It shouldn't feel painful. Should feel the stretch. Maybe a little bit of heat going through there. 3. Going for 10 each direction. But your wrists are meant to bend, they are meant to twist and turn. Most people do not do enough. Hence they get really sore as soon as they start doing push-ups because they're just not used to bending. Trying to soften out the tissue. Trying to bend a little bit further each time as well. I think I'm on the last one or two. 10. All right, and then the last little shake out is you got to go through and do some finger push-ups. So trying to keep the elbows in, you can shift that weight further forward to make it tougher, but then you got to lift up basically the thumbs, the palms off the mat. You're pressing through the knuckles still, and then just as soft as you can, you just tap straight back up, control, straight back up for 10 reps. So 3, 4, if you're feeling okay, you can try and lean some more weight onto it. I feel quite tight through my hands today. 6. But yeah, finger strength, one of the most important things when you're hand balancing. 10. Give you a lot of feedback as well as you develop those neural pathways. Okay, you can do a couple of circles just to finish. So just bring your hands together, a couple of circles going over. One way, the one way is always hard. If you change direction, maybe 10 or 12, and then you go the other direction through. Doesn't feel a bit weird. Cool. A little shakeout. So we're going to start the wall-facing shoulder pulses. Actually, before we do the pulses, one last thing before we go is just with your shoulders, just do a couple of shoulder rolls. So you can go through just with your hands and kind of roll through. Get those shoulders moving, maybe 10 one way, really big shrugs up. And then changing direction, I might bring my hands into it. Bring the hands up tall. About 10. Okay. Fantastic. So I'll show you really quickly. It's probably going to be quite hard from all the way back there. I've got my wall quite far away. I'll just do 2 or 3. I'll do my wall facing handstand, getting nice and tight from the midline. And then essentially doing a little shrug. So I will just be through there. Head through, and then I can drop the shoulders down a little bit. Push up. Drop the shoulders down, push up, push up. It's going to be 12 reps. So I'll see if I can kind of see through the corner. That's it. So getting as close as you can. That's it. Nice. So it's trying to keep those elbows as straight as possible. Nicely done. And from there, you're going to now tick into, it's just a pseudo planche lean. So one thing again, obviously trying to shift that weight, protract the shoulders, depress the shoulders, shift the weight as far forward as you can, quite light on the toes. Okay, pushing through. And it's just 15 seconds. So you can really try and work, that as hard as possible. So let's go for it, 15 seconds. That's it, Fran. I'll keep the eye on the timer. As far forward as you can. Really feel the fingers pressing through in that movement. You've got 5, 3, 2, 1, and done. Well done. Okay. So now we've got the handstand attempts. It might just be on 1. If you kick through, If you are falling in these, remember you can always do is a little cartwheel out, but initially, why don't we just go with essentially just the walking kick up, even if it's on the spot, where we just put the hands down, keep the shoulders over the hands. Big mistake people do is when they hit the floor, their shoulders are behind. We want to try and get the shoulders over for when we kick up. Have a lead leg, a leg that you prefer. I'm going to lead up with my left, and it's just going to be going through. Same thing again, just for a minute. That one wasn't very good. It's going up a little bit high, and just playing with that position is that little handstand kick up attempt. You might just go for 1 minute. So we can start that minute now. It doesn't have to go all the way up. It's just that soft. That's it. Try and keep your leg split for now. So keep the legs split, so yeah, so they don't come up. So we've just got the one lead, because I'm going to change it up in the next round. So the bottom leg is straight. Imagine that bottom leg being horizontal to the ground. About 30 seconds. Maybe getting a little bit of, as you get used to it, a little bit of hang time up there. That's it. Nice, Fran. Way. Okay. That's when you do the cartwheel.
I haven't got space left.
Okay. 7 seconds. 3, 2. Well done. Good effort. Yeah, that's when you hit the cartwheel. Okay. So next up, well done there. We are going into the bent arm frog or slash crow hold. So if I'm hitting that, you've got your frog, which is essentially going through the movement. So if I'm there on the ground, I've got my beanie on, I can start all the way down there, weights forwards. As I extend my arms, I think about trying to keep the weight forward in the movements. And then if I want to hold, sort of shift further forward, straighten out the arms. It's just 7 seconds for now. You can go a bit longer if you want. Okay, but it's all about getting that body weight forward balance. That's a lot of the wrists. You can turn the hands out slightly, but about a 7 to 10 second hold. You can do this with bent arms as well. Okay, so normally I'd start it in a frog hold, and then you take it into a crow hold. Trying to see, I'm watching screens on Fran, so pushing through, that's it. Think about driving the weight forward, leaning forward, using those fingers as well. So a lot of body awareness. Getting there tricky. Rest. You can also try it starting up at the top of the movement as well. So you can even push yourself. If I'm there, I can kind of have my arms a little bit bent on the triceps, start it up, and then shift my weight forward, yeah? So it's there, I won't be able to lift my feet off the floor, but as I shift forward, and then I can try and think about extending the elbows as my weight's forward through. So you can try that way as well at the same time. Both tough movements, that's why I've only got it on a short hold. So you can start it nice and high. So shifting through. So try starting nice and tall in the movement like I did before. And feel your weight sort of shifting. That's it, that's it. Rest for now. Okay, I just care that you're trying the movement. We'll go back there again next set, because now we are going to go through wall facing shoulder taps. So I go back up to the wall. The key thing with the shoulder tap, I don't know if you're aware, is obviously when I take my weight off, I want to be stacked over one arm. So if I'm taking my right hand off, ideally I want to be stacked over the left arm. So what we'll do with that shoulder protraction is a key thing in this as well. So I'll go through. So if I want to stack over my left arm, nice and tight, I shift my weight over the left. Then I can take my hand up, tap. Other side, tap. So you see I can pick the speed up and I'm rocking side to side. Okay, ready putting the weight over that one side. So you can start nice and slowly. But ready, the hand that you're going to take off the ground, you should not have weight over it. So it's about keeping the nice and tight. Favor, that's it. That little rock. Getting that control there, trying to keep it tight. Just 8, 7, I think this is 8. 8, well done. Coming down. So you're going to go back up the wall. The next piece, what we can do in the next set is actually do it all as one movement. Is you can go those 8 taps, then go into a wall-facing handstand, and then come down into a Superman or Superwoman. So the wall-facing handstand, nice and tight, feet together. So this sort of one will be through the movements. So nice and tight, head through, hold for 25. Once you've done that, walk out, stay tight, walk out, keep walking with the hands. So you're now stretching in a Superman hold for 25 seconds on each one. So when you're ready for it, I'll count you through it. Grace, timer starts now. So think feet together as well when you're holding through there. So you can point the toes, squeeze the glutes, getting as tall as you can on that wall. You're about halfway through that hold. Okay, the last few seconds now. 4, 3, 2, walking down. Nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight. So walk the hands out as far as you can, keeping the glutes tight as well, kind of maneuvering through the lounge. Well done. Started the timer as soon as you sort of hit that bottom position. So I'm counting now, 10 seconds. Good work. That tightness is so important in your handstand push-ups. You're in the last 10 now. You've got 5 to go. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, good work. You're now going to be going into a crab plank. Last final movement. So already making sure we can get the hips through, nice and tight through there. So really good for working most of that position. So the crab plank, if I can, fingers point forward. We did this early in the week as well. We did it yesterday, some long holds. So your crab plank is just up high, really tight, pressing through. If you can, try go on even one foot where you're driving through nice and high, one leg up, holding maybe 30 seconds on each. Okay, really good one for the glutes, the hamstrings, your midline. So we'll start it, only 30 seconds, so it's short. So even if you go 15 seconds on each leg. So in 3, 2, 1, go. So that's it, high as you can. Good work, that's halfway. So if you haven't changed legs, you should change legs if you're on both legs. However, that is a fair bit more time, 1 second. My maths was really bad there. Okay, now you've got 10 seconds. 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, so once you're done, that is one round. We're going to go back into those shoulder pulses. So very beginning exercise, first round through into the shoulder pulses. So see, arms much warmer now. Seeing if you can maybe get some bigger range on that. Maybe challenge the position, keeping the midline locked in. So glutes are tight, abs are tight for those 12 reps. Heads through. Nice, slow, good control through the movement. Nice, walking down, well done. Okay, so from there, you're now going to go through and do that pseudo planche lean. So it's only 15 seconds, trying to get as far forward as you can. You start it when you're ready. That's it. So good 15 seconds, nice Fran. Really shifting that weight far forward as you can. I'm going to keep you there a little longer, maybe 10 seconds more. But that's it, good angles as well, getting really strong, feeling those fingers pressing through in 3, in 2, in 1. Well done. Okay, so handstand attempt now. What we're going to do is, this is called a scissor kick up. So with the scissor kick up, all that happens is you're going up with, say if I lead up with my left leg, my right foot then comes down to touch the ground. So if my left foot is the last foot, if that makes sense, the right foot will come down and touch. If my right foot is the last foot, my left foot will come down and touch. So I'll see how it goes. Takes a little bit of thought. So I'll get some room over here. See, as I kick through, I'm going to lead, my feet are going to come together in the air, and then the other foot comes down. So as I'm going through, I'll kick up. So through there again, so I'll kick up with the right foot, was the last foot to leave. It'll just be down. That was bad. I'll do it again. And going through and just walking through in those holds. Okay, doing another minute set of attempts. And you can play with which foot you prefer to lead with. As you get warm, same thing might be that little bit of hang time, so that crossover can be quite slow. That's really good. Well done. Nice. That's it. So if you find you falling there, if you're losing balance, try and take one hand away so you cartwheel out. You can roll if you don't mind, but cartwheeling is a bit more pleasant. Yep. That's it, nice, Fran. You find that little moment at the top where the legs cross over, and as you get a good hold, that's a little bit slower. Whoop, rolling. Last attempt. Getting tired and resting. That's a lot of attempts. Okay, good work though. Couple of really good holds in there. You're going now into that bent arm frog. So just remember, you can start it, okay, with your weight at the top of the movement. So say if I'm going into, you can kind of see the top half. I can shift my weight further forward. I don't have to go into my head. You can just shift the weight forward from being upright. Shift, 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 shift. And my feet will then automatically start to leave the floor. Yeah, as I'm shifting through there. Okay, so same thing, it's like the planche, but imagine you're in a tuck with the hands resting on the triceps or just above the elbows. So think about shifting the weight forward. You'll feel the feet get lighter. Okay, as you sort of start shifting forward, keeping the head high. That's it. Oi! Hold on. So maybe one more attempt. So don't let the head drop too much. Try and keep your head higher. That's it, well done. Okay, that'll do. It's only short, a little bit of effort. You're going into the shoulder tap. So on this one, Fran, I want you to do the 8 shoulder taps. Then you're going to go and hold directly, yeah, that wall facing handstand straight afterwards for 25, and then straight into the walkout for 25. So you're actually doing 3 different movements in this one piece. So 8 shoulder taps, 25-second hold, 25-second hold. All right. So remember where your weight goes. Yeah, we want to get nice and light when the hand leaves the ground over that side. So that's it. So shifting the weight side to side. That is essentially walking. Also good for shoulder protraction. You're holding? Okay, good. So I got bang on 25 seconds on my counter. So keep pressing through now, be a little bit tired, be a little bit longer in that. You're going to walk straight down in a second. You've got 10 seconds left. Okay, before you go into that plank in 5, 3, 2, 1. Walking down, keep it controlled, nice and tight, that's it. So then you get the same thing as walking out to where you can hold, still keeping the glutes engaged. I'll start it now. A good 25-second hold, abs working despite all the sit-ups yesterday. 15 seconds. So a fair bit of strength today. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Well done. You're going to rotate over. I'm going to keep the pace going into the crab plank. Okay. So you'll keep kind of blitzing through these movements. Only when we're ready to slow down for maybe is the handstand attempt now. So wrists a little bit sore, a little bit tender. You can bend them. You can try the forearms even if you want to give it a go. Okay. The dreaded forearms. Okay. 30-second hold. Really fight for those hips, Fran. Try and squeeze and draw the, that's it. Getting the glutes through in that movement. Okay, good effort. Halfway through, keep that hip height. We are going to do 3 rounds of this. Coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good work. Okay, rest them out. You're going to go back to the beginning. Okay, little shake out of the wrist, maybe a few circles, shake the wrists out. Okay, one last hold against the wall. So you've got that wall facing handstand coming up with the pulses. 12 pulses. So yeah, if you've got that tree branch to hang from, perfect to do that later in the day. Just the posing, pulling for those wrists after all this pressing. All right, so 12 pulses. That's it. Nice one, staying tight. As you drop down, fighting to keep the chest against the wall. That is tricky. Okay. So still keeping that tightness just for those 12. Walking out. Same thing. It's going to be tough in the last round. You are going for now is the 15-second pseudo planche lean. Yeah, you okay? Yep, go on. Okay. So 15 seconds. You can't angle your hands out. That's it. Time started now. So just 15 seconds, shifting that weight forward. Obviously, wrist might be a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued going into this piece. Okay, keep working through. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, little rest. So now I'm going to give you a minute of handstand attempts. I know the shoulders are tired, so it may not be your best set now. So if I'm in my handstand as well, if I'm falling out, I kind of overcook it, I'll tend to just do a cartwheel. So if I'm going through and I kind of go too high up, I will take a little bit of weight away from one, so I rotate before I fall back. But now you're going to go through your minute handstand attempts. I'll say a little rule of thumb when you do this is do one. If you fail an attempt, rest 10 seconds. So if I go through and I fail, I'll take a good 10 seconds off before I try and do another attempt and go through the movement. Okay, I keep it too hard then. Okay, I need to practice my handstands again, get used to it. Okay, so yeah, 10 seconds between attempts. So give yourself a rest now. So shake it out, think about maybe you kicked up too hard, too little, too soft. Okay, so it's only going to be about 3-4 attempts max. Whoop, nice roll though. So same thing, 10 seconds, a little shake out. You've probably got 2 more attempts. You might hold the rest of the time. So same thing, rest again. Last attempts, you've got a bit of time still, so give yourself that time, that full rest. That's it. That's okay, and rest. Cool. Awesome. So if I was in like doing a handstand piece, I think I put a thing on the workshop I did last week. You do, that would be a minute worth, then you maybe rest 30 seconds, and then you go again, and you do that 5 times. Then you might rest another 2 minutes, then do that same pattern 4 times, rest 2 minutes, 3 times, 2, 1. And that's about the amount of attempts you should be doing in a big session, is spending that time trying to learn the handstand. Because otherwise, like today's just a little feel for it, a little taster, some assistance, because it just takes a lot of practice, a lot of time. So we're going to go through now into, after we've done that, is that bent arm crow hold again. So it's all about shifting the weight forward, maybe 2 attempts or 1 short hold. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. So maybe 1 more. Really tight, using the abs and knees up to the chest, heels to the butt. 1 more, tired, fatigued hands. A lot of it is the fingers that get tired, the wrists. Very nice, Fran. Well done. Good hold. Okay. Rest it out. We're doing that last little piece again with the 8 taps, 25-second hold, 25-second hold. Okay. So in your own time, you start it off. I'll keep the counting for you. Keep the timer. Okay. So going up through to that wall, getting into position, and then you start with the taps. So hitting that good, nice and smooth now. 6, 7, and hold. Oh, okay. So you're holding through that. Trying to do my maths, figure out how long is it left on that clock. Okay, it's about 15 seconds or so. Now you've got 10 seconds. In 5 seconds, 2, 1, walking down. Good work, staying tight, fighting for those glutes to stay switched on. That's going to help keep the midline engaged. That's it. Holding through. Solid hold. Okay, 15 seconds left. In 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1, and done. Good work. Okay, little shake out. You've got the crab to go. You've done really well to get through this piece. That's why it's deceptive. Like lots of this handstand work is hard. It's tough. It is a workout in itself. Okay, and that's why when you get that ability to handstand hold, it's another great skill that sort of you can add to your library. Less than 20 seconds. So keep the height in the hips on those crab planks. 15 to go. In 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer up correctly. You give yourself a few seconds, grab a drink. As I said, none of this stuff is sweaty today. It's going to be challenging. Pick a number, so it can either be a pike, so everyone knows the strict handstand push-up. If you don't have that, I'm just going to show this for people at home because I'm making you trying the strict one against the wall. If you don't, if you've got like a couch or something, this would be my couch at home. I'm like, I've got a bench, but that could be my couch. Okay, so same thing with the pike. Okay, I'll go back as far as I can. So if I'm in the pike, I want to get in really tight and have my shoulders over my hands. I don't want to be drifting back as I push down. Head stays through. Keep my shoulders over, pressing in that pike position. If that's easy, then you can go on the toes. Same thing. Try and keep that forearm, the whole arm vertical at the top. Shoulders stay over the top of the hands, and that's not that easy doing them on your toes. The next up would be the strict ones against the wall. Okay, let's see. I'll set the timer to minute. So it's an 8-minute piece, 8 sets. Went to the wrong one there. Okay. So when you're ready, Fran, we'll go in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. That's it. So hitting those 8 reps. Nice, head through. Or anywhere from, I said 5 to 10 reps, didn't I? 8-minute EMOM. Anywhere from 5 to 10. Something that you think you can maintain for all of it. So don't overcook it in the first minute. It might be doing 5 reps, leaving it at that. So seeing where you get to. 35 seconds left. You can do less as well than 5. I'm trying to get some music on. So it's not so quiet here for me. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, in 10. So set 2. Going. 2. Nice, Fran. 3. 4. Whoa, 5. I'm going to say for you today, Fran, do 3 reps. Yeah? You want to keep moving on that? Yeah, do 3. Good work. Yeah, do 3 reps. You want to stay away from that kind of feel like you're hitting at a failure point. Because otherwise it's going to take too long to recover. You've got 20 seconds. So moving around. 10 seconds. Set 3 coming up. 5, 3. Yep. So strong 3. That's it, rest. Nice. Yeah, you don't want to feel like you've right near failure on that last rep. You just want to get that volume out. You do 3 8s, that's 24 strict handstand push-ups with good quality. Plus your 2 sets of 5. So you're at 28. And if you feel maybe the last 2 sets, you're feeling a little bit better on the last 2, 25 seconds left, you can possibly up a rep or 2. Kind of gauge how you're feeling. No? You'll see, maybe the last set. Maybe the last set. Okay, so you're coming up to set number 4. See if you got a chance to hang. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going for that 4th set now. 1, head through. 2, 3. Good. You might find that sort of sweet spots between 3 and 4 reps for you. Halfway. Okay. Rest feels much longer now as well. That's what's good. 30 seconds. So those last 2 reps that we took you about twice the time of the first 3. So your rest got eaten in. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and going for it. So set 5. Looking strong. Well done. 3 to go. So what we'll do is also only rest 2 minutes between. You'll still have about 2.5 minutes rest between the other EMOM. You can, if you're absolutely shattered, have 4 minutes, but I'd say, Fran, you should be okay on 2 for the reverse grip push-ups. I know you like a push-up. So 20 seconds. I remember seeing them on the gauntlet. They were lightning. Okay, in 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, let's go. Nice work. So 6 sets done. Keep it small. Maybe the last set, go for a few extra reps. Shoulders burning a little bit. Okay. So 30 seconds to recover. Twenty seconds. In 10. 3, 2. Yep. Nicely done. So that last set, you can maybe go for 4 to 5 again on that final set. Okay, coming up to it in about 40 seconds. So one thing with EMOMs, if you do those 1 too many reps, it does eat into a lot of rest time. If you do a few less, you get a lot more rest time, a lot more recovery. So there's a big difference between doing, say, like 3 or 4 reps. So yeah, on the last one, you're going to try anywhere from 4 to 5. Okay, go for the one extra in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, going for it. The big last set. Nice and aggressive with that punch. 2, 3. Come on, one more. Way well done. Good effort there. That's all the work on handstands today. We are going to be going through now into some more push-ups. Okay, bang on 7 o'clock. Okay, so the next piece you're going to be going through after you've had this 2 minutes rest is the reverse grip push-up. So I'll show you really quickly. So I'll get my chair out the way. So if you are doing that push-up, we reverse the grip. The reason we do that is if you've got a tendency to go into internal rotation in push-ups, you're going to block it with that reverse grip, bicep push-up. Same thing, we can also think about shifting your weight further forward as well. So if I'm there, pressing through, if I want to challenge it, because I've only said 8 to 12 reps, you might try and go further forward and stay forward in that press. Okay? If you find the wrists are getting banged up, you can angle your hands out slightly to the sides. Okay, we've still got another 90 seconds. So yeah, make it a challenge, 8 to 12 reps. I don't really care about how many you do, more so the angle that you can hit in that push-up. Okay, so if you're quite advanced, think about driving yourself forward. If you're a beginner, you can do that on your knees. Still resting. How's that feeling, Fran? Doable? Little. If not, I will say you can do normal push-ups. So if you find your wrists are just too tight, you can do a normal close grip push-up. Okay. 30 seconds. $20 seconds. In 10. Same thing, 8 minutes. The further forward you go, the less pressure on your wrists. That's the one thing to keep in mind. So time has started. My bad. I assume everyone can hear the time at home. I know lots of you can't. 5, 6, 7, 8. Anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. 9, yeah? 9 decent, took about just under 30 seconds or so. Done well, so much pushing today. So see if you can hang today, definitely build up that hang. If you can find some scaffolding somewhere, walk in the streets. 7 seconds. Just use your hand sanitizer before. 3, 2, 1, going down. That's it. Tired pressing. Feels quite smashed after doing all those push-ups, handstand push-ups beforehand. Okay, 40 seconds. Same thing, if you are there as well, you can, in between those sets, just do some wrist circles as well. Okay, a few little shakeouts, keep the hands nice and loose. Okay, 25 seconds. Ten seconds. 2, 1, let's go. Nice, Fran. So same thing, you bang on about 40 seconds rest each set. You don't feel that you can go on the toes there, or? It's all right, that's all right. Do what you're comfortable doing. You've got 13 seconds for set number 4. Or probably 5 seconds. Yeah. Wrists really fatigued. Okay. Nice and resting. Good news is, Fran, what I'll say is we'll only do 6 sets, okay? So only do 2 more. Just I can see your wrists are tired, okay? It's the main thing. I can see the wrists are kind of, they're giving up now. Okay, so they are getting quite tired. But yeah, definitely work on the hanging. Big silence as well. When this stuff does hurt the wrists a lot, okay, then you get fatigued. We need to do it more often, essentially, is play bend. But the wrist prep stuff, the finger push-ups, that's like a massive thing that we did at the beginning. Even doing 3 sets of 10 of those finger push-ups where you're pressing through the fingers. You've got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. They will build the capacity up in your wrists a lot more, that they'll be able to deal with things like more press-ups, more pushing. So second last set, we'll keep it on 6. There's been a lot of stuff on the hands today. Nice one. So 1 set left. That's why I can't hear you, because I've realized my volume's all the way down on my computer. I've just realized that now. I was like, why can't I hear you? I can see the microphone's working. It's down like at 3. These speakers aren't the best anyway. Okay, so we've got 20 seconds. So the last few, shoulders tired. The hang sounds good right about now. So much pressing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, giving it a rest. Good effort. So quick little cool down just to finish up is you can, well done Fran by the way, so big workout, that was tough in a different way. You can just go through a couple of circles, just cooling them down. Maybe forwards, over. Okay, and then on the back of the hands, we're not going to do the front because they're more than enough, but just the back of the hands, we can then stretch through, kind of open up those joints a little bit. They've been compressed a lot over the session. Just rocking backwards and forwards about 10 to 15 times. So maybe 5, 3, 2, 1, and then really easy, we're just going to do is a twisted cross just to finish up. So short cool down. So twisted cross, just nice and straight on the ground. We can go through maybe 3 each side for 5 seconds. Maybe just rotate. Off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll stay on the same side and then go again. You can play around with where the hand is. 3, 2, 1. So I'll take my arm a bit higher. 3, really going through the chest. And then other side as well. So same thing. Backing off and then going again, about 5 seconds. Every time I'm trying a slightly different position. Three, 2, 1. Little shake out. Well done. That is it. Awesome, Fran. Good stuff. Good having you here every day this week as well. No matter the workout, because I know everyone saw handstands, so oh, I can't do that, so they backed out. So good that you came in. Guys, if you're at home, give it a go. You will get better and be able to hold that 1 minute handstand. Okay. See you soon. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome work, Fran. Did well. Good having you.
Have a
See
good
you then.
day.
Bye. I'm trying to get out of my thing. Oh.